Hey everyone, this is Tyler with DHL Travel. If you enjoy this channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell notification icon and become a part of this incredible Disney community. Also, be sure to follow DHL Travel on Instagram for your daily dose of all things Disney and Universal and to bring a little more magic to your Instagram feed. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 tips to make your Disney World trip even better. Whether it's your first time going or your 5th time, these tips will help take your Disney trip up a notch. So sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and jump in. The first tip is to pick the right resort. Now, when it comes to Disney World, there are quite a few resort options all across Disney property, and these are all divided into 3 categories: value, moderate, and deluxe. The price per night will vary greatly depending on which category a resort falls under. And here's the thing, deluxe doesn't always mean better. You want to pick a resort that will best suit the kind of trip you're after. Deluxe resorts such as Animal Kingdom Lodge or the Polynesian will, of course, give you a certain type of Disney experience, but if you're planning to spend most of your time in the parks anyway, then a more affordable resort such as Pop Century, which is classified as a value resort, may be a much better option. Pop Century is actually one of my favorite places to stay for a couple reasons. For one, the rooms are newly renovated and they're very nice. It definitely does not feel like a value resort. And second, both Pop Century and Art of Animation share a Skyliner station, which makes it super easy to get to Epcot and Hollywood Studios. And since this is technically a value resort, it will save you a lot of money. So definitely do your research when booking a resort and choose the one that will best suit your needs. The second tip is to be an early bird. The Disney parks always get the busiest in the middle of the day. If there are certain rides you want to ride and want to cut down on wait times and crowds, be an early bird. Get up and start your Disney days early. Now, this is not me guaranteeing that you'll get all the parks to yourself because there are definitely other people that utilize this tip and get an early start. However, the crowds will still be smaller earlier in the morning, which means that you'll have a much better chance of having shorter wait times. And if you're not a morning person and need your coffee, don't worry, there are Starbucks in the parks. The third tip is to utilize the Skyliner. These gondolas are Disney's newest form of transportation, and from what I've seen, people either love them or are terrified of them. But I've also seen numerous stories of people who were originally reluctant to try them fall in love with them because of how efficient they are with getting to and from the parks. They currently go between a few resorts, which are Pop Century, Art of Animation, the Riviera Resort, and Caribbean Beach, and go to both Epcot and Hollywood Studios. If you haven't done so, I highly encourage you to give the Skyliner a try. It is a very convenient and efficient form of transportation, and there are some really great views on it as well. The fourth tip is to relax. Chances are you're watching this video because you want to make your Disney trip absolutely perfect. And that's perfectly fine. But here's the thing, whether it's less than desirable weather at times or a certain ride is much busier than you expected, no trip is ever perfect. But that doesn't mean it's anything less magical. I encourage you not to get stressed when planning your Disney trip. By all means, do your research when planning, but also leave breathing room for flexibility when you're there and just have fun. Learn as much about Disney World as you can before going so that you can confidently navigate the situation when something doesn't go exactly according to plan. It can be so easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle when you're there, but when you slow down and relax and enjoy the moment, it just makes your Disney trip even better. And the final tip is to follow DHL Travel on Instagram. Okay, now before you roll your eyes and click off this video, what I mean by this is to allow yourself to be inspired on social media through pages such as DHL Travel. Maybe a certain Disney video or picture makes you want to do something in the parks that you didn't know about before. Maybe something you see gives you a new idea. I started DHL Travel so that it would bring more of that Disney magic to Instagram. When you see videos and pictures, it helps build anticipation and excitement for your Disney trip. The more I've learned about Disney and immersed myself in that culture online, the more excited it's made me about visiting the parks myself. And it can be the same with you too. It can be a great way to keep yourself in tune with what's happening at Disney. So these are all 5 tips that can help make your trip even better. If you have any more great tips that you know of, be sure to leave them in a comment below. As always, thank you so much for watching and be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. And with all that said, I hope you have a magical day and I'll see you next time.